Yeah. Wind up in a business. Yeah. Wind up in a business.
Okay, Coach. Well, from a place that's officially been recognized as the loudest venue in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium right here in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here at Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Fight on these two. Fight on these two.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Here we go. Here we go. Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up. Sponge, sponge, sponge. No.
Hero 15. Hero 15.
Hayward.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10. 1st down, here's Cousins. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete.
Is that all you got? You better come home next time, son.
6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And this is going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That's caught left side by Hardman. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun handoff down to Geis. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Hey, no, easy.
Check 31, check 30.
Hey, orbit. Move.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. First catch so far for the man who led the NFL coming into the weekend. He's got a first down.
First down, Minnesota.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They go play action here on first down. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Cousins now. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. He gets it in the hands of Geis. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. They'll try and get it with Geis. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape, and that is not going to get it done. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. Now Cousins on 4th down. James has it. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. First red zone chance now for the Vikings. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. And it's caught. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. We're scoreless after 1. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they come up now 2nd and goal. Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Nick Perry with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. So Cousins heads to the Vikings sideline, and on is Dan Bailey to try the field goal. From the left half, should be a fairly easy one here. And Bailey able to knock it through. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on,
one?
what does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain at 21 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Let's see what you got.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Watch the eye.
Hey, 43, 15.
Mahomes going to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Hey, turn it up, turn it up. Check 99, check 99.
On the ground, this is Williams. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Well, with Damian Williams, it's notable that the Chiefs didn't make a play to go after a big-time running back in the offseason. The coaching staff said back in May they didn't want running back by committee. They trusted Williams to be their starter. You remember last year he was forced into the starting role the final 3 games of the season due to attrition, and he really excelled. And then he was excellent in the playoffs against the Colts and Patriots. Strong indicator that he was ready to be the bell cow. This is Breida. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Matt Breida, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a toss. This is Geis. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They go play action. Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Off the play fake, Cousins. That's caught by Treadwell. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, I need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Play action now. Cousins. He sets to fire deep. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. Bailey got the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Chiefs make their first 6-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is
and a big loss here as he's taken down. Daniil Hunter, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And that's caught inside the 30. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 65 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right. Attack. You got 3 out.
Working from the gun, Mahomes steps away to his left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
Attack!
Now Mahomes to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And this one is no good. He missed it. Butker, what a pickup he's been for Kansas City the last 2 years. Remember, he was drafted by Carolina to be the eventual successor to Graham Gano. That didn't pan out. Casey got him as a free agent. He's been really good.
Yeah, Gano said, oh no, I'm keeping my job. But Butker found his home in Kansas City, a franchise record for points scored in his first 2 seasons.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Nick Perry able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Check.
On play action, Cousins. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Coming to you. Out.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Cousins. The left side caught by Diggs. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. Cousins finding Diggs on a big one, 45 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Again, it's Cousins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Watch the run. They're running it. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get
Yellow.
Watch 52.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes dancing to his left. Throw left side taken in by Hill. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's got Watkins on the out route. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Yellow.
Hey, tighten down. There you go. Rush in.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 18-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
No. Blue dart Porkers. Check Mike 46.
Again, it's Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
A loss of 1. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down.
Hey, watch this, watch this.
Hey, 43.
Show it up.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Yellow. Right side.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are once again going to retake the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown.
Let's go. Let's do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. He's charged first. He's checking. Crack.
Rose.
Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Play fake. Cousins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. The Vikings first down. Diggs able to find his way free and get the catch from Cousins.
First down, Vikings.
Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Cousins on first down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
This is complete. Cousins to Treadwell. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Back to the ground game now with Geis. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Yeah, baby.
Matthew on the tackle. It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Let's make these big. Run out!
Kill.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's able to find Diggs. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Kirk Cousins last year started all 16 games, but only led the Vikes to just 1 fourth-quarter comeback like he's trying to do here. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. This will be caught at about the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Darius Geis with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys are able to regain the lead. It seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Hey, check 20. Hey, Sunday.
Here's a carry for the fullback. That's Anthony Sherman. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Now, that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Mahomes to throw. Throw right side, complete to Williams. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
At the 36-yard line.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. And again, it's Mahomes. Caught left side, Williams. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of the first down.
I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
At their own 29-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Gun.
44, Mike, 44.
To throw again on second down. Cousins, quick hitch, complete. It's Smith. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Vikings first down.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now this throw caught left side. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard.
I smell fear in that offense. Shoot.
Hey,
Now Cousins. Caught on the right side by Treadwell. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
good route here.
They go play action. Cousins. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down.
A gain of 14.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Darius Geis, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Chiefs 17.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Mahomes. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver, and it's second down.
Yellow, 15. All right,
General, fast.
Take four, take four.
15.
Now Mahomes. He'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
Give me that two. Give me that
On 1st down, this is Geis. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
He's coming. Hey, Clifford. He's coming, double up.
They'll let their wide receiver take this one. It's Diggs. And the Chiefs D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
He's not going to get me. Under 10.
Watch him 50.
Play action now. Cousins. Left side caught by Diggs. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go. Shoot.
Cousins. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're able to return this one all the way up to the 45.
Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota.